descendants of kings and queens, nothing less or in between. Yeah, we are God's royalty, and nothing's gonna stop us. No, double love will save us, inner fighting will break us. Double love will make us stronger than we are today. We don't have no time to waste. Oh yeah, yes I one love. Oh. Moses the Maccabee, Haile Selassie the prophets I sing, Mohammed, Buddha, Ganesha, we all worship the same thing. Double love will save us, in our fighting will break us.
Hey everybody, what's up? Good evening. I'm Noir. This is Johnny Mystic, and this is Mystic Noir, show number 5. We have a great show planned for you tonight. First of all, that was Dub Love, one of my reggae songs about universal love. And tonight we're going to be featuring an artist named Micci Cohan. She lives in Long Beach. She's amazing. We'd like to thank our sponsors. We have Leah Totzer from Daniel Gale Sotheby's Realty. Thank you so much. Yes. The Cabana. And we have Angel Flower Creations, Studio Noir, The Cafe, and Arts in the Plaza. And, we're going to play a couple of little fun promos for these sponsors as well. So are we ready to queue up one of those promos right now? Let's try this is...
Hello! Have you ever wanted a mask that's stylish, efficient, and comfortable? I can tell you where you can get one of those. In the West End, at this local little stand, Yvonne makes these beautiful handmade masks. And the good thing about these is they're double ply, which the scientists say are very good. And it also has a metal strip, which can tighten around your nose. So that's why I'm telling you to please go to Yvonne's stand. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. So that was... our friend Thomas, my former music student, doing a little promo. Thomas did that for Yvonne. She set up on Arizona in the West End on Saturday and Sunday, selling all kinds of cool jewelry and masks that she makes. And then he got inspired to do another video. So we're gonna play that mask number 2 video. No audio. No. I'll talk over it. I'll talk. Go ahead. Put it on live. So anyway, somehow the audio got off of this one, but that's Thomas. He's explaining the different colored masks and styles, and she has a variety of masks, different sizes, and he's explaining that. So just come down to Arizona Avenue in the West End on West Beach Street, and you'll see Angel Flower Creations. That's Yvonne Santana. Thanks so much. Tonight I'm wearing actually a piece of jewelry she made for me. It's a necklace, and it has a starfish on it. I don't know if you can zoom in at all, but it's a beautiful piece, and also this beautiful bracelet. And we love Yvonne. We love the things she does for Arts in the Plaza, which is back now, by the way. Arts in the Plaza every Saturday with the Kennedy Farmers Market, City Hall in Long Beach, right in front there, 1 Westchester Street. Go to artsintheplaza.com and check out what's up there, all the sponsors and the vendors. Now we're going to go over to a video for the cafe. I see it up there if you have the cafe video.
Hey everybody, I'm at the cafe at the corner of New York Avenue and West Beach Street, and I just sat here to have a little lunch, and as usual, I am delightfully surprised with the amazing tastes coming out of this salmon over sauteed spinach with sweet potato, okay? And I have my Pellegrino, and I'm just having a wonderful lunch. I just want to report to you from one of our sponsors, the cafe, cafeLBNY.com. Come on down, and you might even catch a little incidental music on a Saturday night with someone special. Peace.
So yeah, you know, I love Long Beach, and I love going out to eat, you know. So like another place that I really love near the Studio Noir is Cabana. And I was over there to hang with my friend Danny McNulty. So we're gonna play this video.
Hey, we're here at Cabana.
Hey, how you doing?
Where friends come.
The best chips and salsa in Long Beach.
Oh yeah, Bob
Come on
Johnson. We love you, man. We love the food here. And
Miss your taco soup.
peace.
Now, when he said, "We miss your taco suit," Bob Johnson used to wear this big, enormous taco suit. And there's even a picture of him with my wife, Sammy. She was playing a tambourine. It's a pretty classic picture. We gotta get that up on one of our shows one day. I thought he said taco soup.
Oh,
So in the Instagram,
I like
I put taco
taco soup, too.
soup or taco suit. I don't know, but you know, this is Mystic Noir, where music meets spirituality. Behind us right now, we have some of Micci Cohan's work. It's a collage I created so that you know, we could focus on that. Do we have any more sponsor videos? I don't think so, right? That was pretty much it. So we're gonna be playing the beautiful Micci Cohan. I met her a few years ago. And I don't know, I got onto her Instagram and started following her, and I was like, whoa. And then just the other day, she had invited me over to check out her work, and this is the first video right here.
Here we have the amazing Micci Cohan
Oh, please.
in her home studio.
How can I? Hi, Ben.
What's up? And
Hey.
she's got these amazing collection, like this book.
Yeah.
She's got a couple of them.
I got a couple of them.
They're like scrapbooks of her life, of her art, her.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about them.
Okay, so in 2001, I had to move. This is when it all started with these big books. I had to move from a very big place very quickly to a smaller studio. And I had a huge box of scraps, and I just one night just started on a rampage, putting huge boxes of scraps into books. And then I found out that that was my ultimate love of just, I don't know, I was just the most freest when I was collaging in these books, and they're very autobiographical, very open, very totalitarian.
They're amazing.
They, you know, I would cut up my old paintings and old scrapbooks, but yeah, it was a challenging time too, so it was very healing to just really throw my whole self into having me.
Isn't that a famous
under one cover?
face there?
Yes, the girl with the pearl earring.
Yes.
And this is like from an Italy street in Ischia, like
Strata.
a poster from
Yes.
Italy.
See,
And see, Lo Saida, girl.
2002. Look at that.
Lo Saida.
Lower Side. That's Lower East Side. For those of you who don't know.
Yeah. Ooh. Just.
Did you know that I lived in the Lower East Side for a little bit?
Yes, you did tell me
Clinton
that.
Street,
Oh, I was very close to Clinton.
Lotus Club. I used to hang out over there.
Yes. I was on Norfolk and Ludlow, so I was right
Nice.
there. And yeah, so these. Then I just started doing them, and I've made prints from these books. I don't. It's just my favorite way of working. A lot.
That is,
You know,
it's
like
just incredible.
If I can't
It's incredible.
finish a painting or find myself doing a new painting or starting anything new, I just go right to here. But I also write. I keep a lot of writing journals, but I feel the most free in my books. So anyway, thanks for
This is just such
Wanting to see my books.
I'm so privileged and to be with you here in your home and your studio. I'm showcasing some of your works on the walls right now. It's just ridiculous. Micci, I become a fan of her through her Instagram.
Yeah.
What is the Instagram URL again?
Micci Cohan. Cohan. MICCI
Uh-huh.
It's gonna come out.
It's going to come out.
All right, so basically that was an amazing experience going to Micci's place and like seeing all of her artwork up on the walls. And you know, what would life be without art, Johnny?
Oh, what would be, there'd be no life. Art and life are synonymous. You know, I'd like to have been there in person, but I get a vibe from looking at the footage. It's quite eclectic and different fields to different pictures that I was able to look at. And I find that very interesting. I mean, I could see it's all the same artist in a way. And I don't know what it is that I'm seeing that's connecting it, because the imagery is quite different. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean,
Sometimes, yeah.
she's got a definitive style. You know, she lived in the city for many years. She studied, you know, she'll tell you more in the different videos about her past, but I love her style. And yeah, shout out Micci. We're going to take a call from her later on in the show. You know, art drives my life. You know, without music and art, I really wouldn't even want to be here anymore. You know, so, you know, there have been many times in my life where I felt, you know, like if I can't play my music, I just, you know, I don't want to be here anymore. So I was going through like poems and even back to my college years, like 91, 92, and those were the themes.
Well, the whole thing is musical. You know, if you look at it one way, the birds singing, you know, cars squawking, babies crying. There's a great symphony that's occurring. That's John Cage, yeah. You know, in that idea that the music is all around us. That, you know, life is music, but we like to separate and make up some melodies or some rhythms, because by doing that, we participate further in the great rhythm of life, I think. That's what I think it is. You get into the groove, right? Remember James Brown said, it's all about the groove.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was right.
You know,
it's totally.
as a young kid, my mom read a lot of books about like past lives and like sort of like, you know, just all sorts of things that opened my eyes up to other ideas. You know, I grew up in the 70s. I was born in 73. So I kind of, you know, there were a lot of shows like In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy.
Oh, yeah. Those
you know, talking about Easter Island and the pyramids and UFOs. And, you know, I wanted to mention that because this next song, like, you know, as I grew older and, you know, studied my own religion, Judaism, and then other people's religions, I also, you know, I got a little bit into Buddhism and, you know, like studied up a little on Christianity and also Islam and Native American culture. And, you know, like I'm a seeker of knowledge, so I continue to do that. I definitely just scratched the surface of any knowledge, really. I've been dipping back into the Judaism mostly now because I feel like I haven't really gotten out of that what I need to.
Right, exactly. There's a lot there.
Like during COVID, my wife and I celebrated Shabbat and lit the candles and you know, the prayers of Challah and you know, and our little girl really loves Shabbat, and it's a really great tradition.
You're connected to a sacred moment, if you want, and really, that's a wonderful thing.
It's an island in time, they say. You know, it's like we're so busy doing so many things. It's good to have this Sabbath and just, you know, a time where you spend time with family and you stay home and you love each other, you know. So anyway, back to, you know, this concept of like Earth, life beyond Earth, outer space. You could see even all these themes, some of these themes in her artwork, in Micci's artwork, and in a lot of artists' work. There's a song called Ancient Gods and Aliens that I wrote. We're going to put up the lyrics while it plays. If that's
Sounds like it should be an article.
As one of the things. Yeah, Ancient Gods and Aliens. For me, it was
A
like
documentary. It's like a documentary.
Yeah, like a Leonard Nimoy In Search of, like, who,
Yeah.
you know, okay, the pyramids were
Exactly.
built, and
I gotta
how are
get-
these pyramids built? You know,
Yeah,
by what
sure.
technology? You know, also in the Mayan pyramids, you know, the Mayan ruins and all these things, like Easter Island, and like, I mean, it's just incredible
Oh,
what
yes.
what has come out of.
Those big heads on Easter Island are wild.
Yeah,
I
and
remember reading about that stuff when I was like in 9th grade. I was, what the heck are these big faces?
you know, the belief in many gods before there was a belief in one god was the predominant theme, or like a god of the sun and a god of the moon and a god of this and that.
Because the earth we were closer to the elements than we are now. I mean, look, you got these fires on the west, you got this flooding on the east. In the ancient days, that would have been more understandable as these spirits were angry.
Yes.
And what are the spirits? They're part of us. So they would have connected that more to what was going on within the tribe.
So this
But we don't do that. We think of it, right? Dig it, right? It's
Yeah.
like separate.
You know,
see?
so
Yeah.
like, you know, there's 2 songs actually we're going to be playing. One of them is Ancient Gods and Aliens, and the it's live from the Tap Bar in the Knitting Factory when I was playing there in about '99, and it features I believe Scott Garapolo on drums. I tried to connect with him today and figure it out if it was him. I think it is. John Raji on keyboards. Oh my God, this guy came from the University of Miami. And he ended up playing with Belle Gilberto. That's Astrid Gilberto's daughter.
Sure. I
he's
had
touring with her now.
Her album in '67.
Yeah.
Oh yes, indeed. The girl from Ipanema.
Sylvia Milo, who's an actor and actress, who has a one-woman show about Mozart's sister, Nannerl, I think is her name, and it's like this unknown story of how Mozart actually learned a lot from his sister, and she got no credit because she was a woman and they weren't supposed to be performers and musicians, and you know, so like she's a force.
So she's the one that had the chops.
Yeah, in essence. So Sylvia plays electric violin on this, and it's amazing. It's avant-garde electric. We're not even going to listen to the whole track. We're going to listen to about 4 or 5 minutes of it. But enjoy this Ancient Gods and Aliens. I think I'm on guitar, obviously. I think on bass is Mark Malone. And yeah, let's go. Let's check out Ancient Gods and Aliens.
Yes. Let's hear the.
That's John Raji on the keyboard. He's actually playing the didgeridoo sound.
What is this good?
There's Sylvia. There's the old tap room. That's what it looks like. That's probably the night we recorded this, because there's Scott, Raji over there. And that's the full band for this session right there. Mark Malone, Sylvia, Milo, John Raji, Scott Garapolo. this song is in an odd meter. It's in it's like 6/5, like an 11/4. There's a lot of fun to drummers. Here's the lyrics. I found them. It took me about an hour to dig them up last night for myself. It was only one place I found those lyrics.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm going to try to read them out loud now. I have it on my phone. It's kind of hard. So it says, when you look inside yourself, you will open up your eyes. When you learn to love yourself, you will quickly realize we are sisters, brothers. We will love each other, and the world will be as one. Ancient gods and aliens are watching everything you do. They know if you've been bad or good. It's a path you'll have to choose. We are sisters, brothers. We will love each other, and the world will be as one. One world, one love. One world, one love. Freedom, 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 freedom. So I was into universal love and interfaith, and you know, how do we create peace on earth? You know, that was my thing. I found like there's a melody. It goes like that goes along with the melody there. Yeah. So yeah, woo, memories. So what do you think, Johnny? What do you think of that song?
Well, when I first heard it starting up, it reminded me of Sun Ra and his orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go to see Sun Ra at a place called Slugs. It was all the way downtown in some God forbidden area. And I used to go down there like at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it'd be like the rest of the night. And they would line up at the end. It looked like a tunnel in these incredible costumes that looked otherworldly, like they were from Atlantis. And they played, so some of the groove reminded me of that, and I immediately connected into the cosmic thing that you were trying to say. Yeah, you gave it that. I think it's all in the time signature you chose.
And it just turns out that John was playing this crazy, awesome solo, like Herbie Hancock style thing.
Yeah, it was an incredible
the
solo.
song goes on, and I end up. I think I used to play a lot of percussive wah-wah stuff as my solo sometimes. Sometimes I do Santana lead or something. I know Sylvia rocks out. I posted this at reverbnation.com/Benoir. That's like my main music website where you can listen. It's the first track. You can hear the whole 11 minutes on that. All right. So if you feel like going there, it's reverbnation.com/Benoir. You hear Sylvia ripping it at the end. Okay. Now we're going to go to another track. In history, there was an ancient Mesopotamian civilization.
Yes.
Do you remember what that civilization was called? In the Fertile Crescent, the fertile region there.
Well,
the
you're
ancient
the Babylonians,
Chaldeans. Yeah, keep going all the way back, and the Sumerians. All right.
Yes.
So when I read about this and learned about this, I wrote a song called Sumer, and it's got this Middle Eastern flavor to it.
Okay.
And you're going to see a picture, a very young picture of one of my favorite dancers, Anna Pipoglione. And in this recording is a trumpet player, Antonio Dangerfield. Amazing sound on this. Daphne Moore, I was playing with her with Pharaoh's daughter, and she's on recorder. There's Patrice Blanchard, who eventually, he's a bass player, amazing. He eventually toured with Angelique Kidjo, and he's amazing. I believe Matt Bernello, powerhouse drummer, is on this, on many of my albums and recordings. So we're going to go to Sumer.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, Johnny's getting excited. He's like, you know, he wants to go eat now. He's like, he wants some falafel, some shish kebabs. I used to go to the Barricade a lot in the city. I love that place. This was recorded at the Izzy Bar in Manhattan. We are live with the mic. And the Izzy Bar was a real awesome little teeny basement jazz bar. It had the hottest musicians. Jojo Meyer, or Mayer, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but he's a famous drum and bass DJ. He used to play there every Wednesday for like years. And him and Takuya Nakamura and Japan. I used to go see him. I was a big fan. Then I ended up playing there once in a while. That's Dan Cohan on the Dumbek. But it's not a Dumbek. It's actually a hand sonic, one of those rolling hand sonic. Oh, we're not going to talk for this. Shut the mic off. That's Antonio.
It's not a good video.
Woo! All right, so that was Antonio Dangerfield on the trumpet. And again, Dan Cohan had this cool hand sonic, and he was making all the zill sounds and all the Dumbek sounds. I was pretty creative back in the day. So now we're going to go to another video about Micci Cohan's art. We actually have 3 videos today on her art. So let's play that video. So we're here with Micci Cohan. She's an amazing woman and a great artist. And I'm a huge fan. And I'm so happy to have her on Mystic Noir. So, Micci, what's going on?
Hi, Ben. All good. I'm just here with my big book. And my little...
Can you lift that book up for a second and show us what's on the cover? Because it is beautiful.
Sure. This is one of my big mixed media crazy books. I make these collage books.
That is Che Guevara?
This is me in Cuba.
So cool.
With my little poem here. This is me at a cafe, very old.
It almost looks like an accordion the way you're holding it there.
Yeah, it's actually every once in a while I have to kind of redo it. There's Rimbo. I have to tape it up and yeah, because it's been looked at a lot. But anyway.
Listen,
yeah.
thank you so much for inviting me into your home.
No problem. Thank
And
you.
you know, I'm a big fan, and we have this cool video effect going, but like, I'm just gonna pan around to see some of your imagery. Like, her colors are so vivacious and like, just like full of life and full of energy, and
like candy.
like candy. Yeah.
Like tactile candy.
So you were born in New York. You were born and you lived in Westchester. Is that right?
I grew up in North New York, and then I moved to the Lower East Side
Mm.
to go to Parsons.
Wow.
Way back.
So cool.
In the 80s. In the 80s.
Woohoo!
I survived the 80s.
Wow. And it shows.
And then-
It shows in your artwork the influence.
And
You
then I
know,
came here in 2013
to Long Beach.
to Long Beach and never looked back. I just I never missed the city. I never thought the day would come where I couldn't live in the city, but then when I came out here, right next to the ocean, forget it. Yeah. The city girl left.
Mm. And you continue.
City girl was like-
You continue painting and creating.
Yeah, I met my community here. I met a wonderful lady called Denise Collins, and worked around the corner for her at her great studio. She had a studio with Laura, this lady Laura, and taught there with her. And she let me have workshops there. She let me have painting workshops and jewelry workshops.
Laura Swan?
Yeah. No, not Laura Swan.
Oh no, Laura.
I can't remember her last name. Forgive me.
Okay, it's all good.
She does all the knitting. She's amazing with all the knitting. And she was in the plaza.
Arts in the Plaza.
Yeah, she was in the plaza.
Oh, cool.
And then, after that I did other jobs.
Because
that
Denise is an art teacher, and Laura Swan is an art teacher. So I thought that might have been the connection, but you know, I'm sure that the other Laura is amazing, and I know her too, and I'm dropping a blank there, but it's all good, you know, because we're artists, you know, we're allowed to drop blanks, you know.
We get a little space.
So, well, again, it's just such a pleasure to be here at your home, and like, you know, to have you on Mystic Noir. Look at these paintings, people. Look at this. It's Princess Leia.
She's all about the ocean. I pick up plastics every morning on the ocean.
Really?
Yeah, for years, every morning.
That's beautiful.
That's my duty.
I do that too, you know.
Yeah, I know you. I know everyone.
Every time I go to the beach and I see glass or plastic, I pick it up myself.
Yeah.
So, what about this one? Can you tell me a little?
It's brand new. It's
What?
Yeah, I just started it, so it's really You can't look.
It's not even done. Don't even look. It's kind of like in Spinal Tap. Like, don't even look at that guitar.
Like so
What about, is that Frida Kahlo, or is it
that's
somebody?
Mary Shelley,
Ah,
Frankenstein lady.
Frankenstein Lady. I
Mary
love
Shelley,
it.
yeah.
Oh my God! Look at this one.
That's Cyclonic Mob.
It's beautiful.
Cyclonic.
All right, so we're at 4:30 something. We can only do 5-minute videos. So, is there anything special you want to say?
Yes, I just want to show lately my driftwood painting.
It's
sculptures
beautiful.
that I've been making.
Okay.
She's not on.
All right. What's up? So I hope you guys like that. Micci, are you there? So right now we're trying to get Micci Cohan to call in and have a little conversation.
She's not connected, but she's there. She's connected. She's not in.
Yeah. All right. So I hope you guys are enjoying this show. You can see behind me a lot of her work.
I like Mary
Different
Shelley.
pieces
I mean, I like the
up
whole
here.
thing of Frankenstein. That was a wild concept that young girl came up with at that time. She was very young, and it really did comment on the changes that were happening in the consciousness of humans and the effect of science on the imagination, and that science might go too far. You know, so now we've got, you know, cloning, and we've got all kinds of crazy use of bionics. So I do like her work.
So maybe we'll try to get her on the line in a second, but why don't we go to Johnny's song? Okay. We're going to play a track off of the Astral Tourist album. Now, this is an exciting surprise Johnny doesn't know, which is my cousin Barry sent me a really beautiful rough draft of what he's been working on for the album cover. And we're going to see that on the screen while Once in a Lifetime is playing. So here's the premiere. Franz Nardone did the mix. Once in a Lifetime.
The music really comes from a higher dimension. We're just a portal for it. Like angels, they're singing their songs, and we hear them, and we let them come through. And I think that's always been the way humans have thought about it. You have, Gabriel with his horn, and, we're all just listeners. In the end, if you're a good musician, you're also a good listener.
Day seems to pass so fast. As soon as we wake up, the evening is past. Move through the motions of our tasks, hoping to master ourselves if we can. We think the world outside is filled with treasures. We seek to gain what we can't measure, but all the time inside hides something better. Once in a lifetime you may be thrown into a city so sweet, where the streets and the sidewalks are paved with gold, and the angels sing as you sleep. Once in a lifetime, once in your life, once in a lifetime, you'll know love is life. Once in a lifetime, once in your life. We take for granted everything we hear and see, unlike the infant who's open and free. It's only moment to moment we could all be. Blink your eyes for a second, you miss eternity. We think the world outside is filled with treasures. We seek to gain what we can't measure, when all the time inside hides something better. Once in a lifetime you may be thrown into a city so sweet, where the streets and the sidewalks are paved in gold, and the angels sing as you sleep. Once in a lifetime, once in your life, once in a lifetime, you'll know love is life. We think the world outside is filled with treasures. We seek to gain what we can't measure, with all the time inside hides something better. Once in a lifetime you may be thrown into a city so sweet, where the streets and the sidewalks are paved in gold, and the angels sing as you sleep. Once in a lifetime, once in your life, once in a lifetime, you'll know that love is life. Once in a lifetime, once in your life.
Well, when I was back in, school and I was studying, philosophy and such, I read the work of Teilhard de Chardin, a French theologian, philosopher, and he had this idea that history was a march towards the city of God, that we're all creating this great reality as time goes along. We're all perfecting ourselves, and eventually this will be heaven on earth. And that was the idea. Once in a lifetime.
All right.
Well, I'm blown away by that artwork. It's the first really time I've seen it.
Yeah.
And it's reminiscent of when I had a band called Zanoni, and our album was called Turn Your Will. And it featured the idea of the Smith and the idea of transformation. And I've been really obsessed with this idea all of my life, transformation, alchemy. And to see this image, it's very alchemical. And I really feel that way about this album, that if you listen to my album, it'll help you to move along in whatever it is you're looking to do. It's transformative. I didn't plan it. It just occurred that way because I was guided by my spirit guides. That's why I call it Johnny Mystic and the Spirit Guides. He's one of them right here. And somehow that's what came about. And when I look at this image, it's reflective of course, the Da Vinci picture there.
Yeah, when we were doing the album,
yeah,
I was,
go ahead.
I was trying to picture what would sort of be the album cover, and that drawing that Da Vinci did of the man, the figure, came, and I did a rough one, but my cousin is just so talented, Barry Orkin. Give it up for him.
Really,
yeah.
Oh my God!
So we're gonna move the show along. Micci's video number 3. This is fun. We're gonna let us know which comment on which video you like.
All right.
You're like this.
I just like being comfortable.
It's actually really, the lighting can get really cool from.
I'll do whatever.
I don't know, the little silly bird.
So I'm in the home of Micci Cohan, famous artist from New York. I lived in New York City many years. And she is just incredible. She's got amazing work here. So many pieces. So many pieces. And her life is art, and she is art.
I'm just standing in the doorway.
And there she is right there. Look at her.
With my little mascot.
And she is a friend of mine. I met her many years ago in Long Beach. She moved out here. And we just happened to cross paths. And I was like, this girl is amazing. And she does jewelry, and we're going to play a whole video on that. I'm going to play a whole video on that. And I will not go in your bedroom.
That's okay, it's all my studio.
Unless I'm allowed.
That's part of the studio.
If I'm allowed, I'll go in there. But this is just ridiculous. And this is like, she's like a true artist. She's got artwork and paintings everywhere. That is amazing. CBGB.
And the mod.
Mod Squad. So beautiful. Amazing. Yeah.
The funny thing about this apartment is it's the exact replica of the 1980s apartment I had in the Lower East Side. With this.
No way.
Everything is exactly the same.
You set it up the same?
How the floor slants and this door.
Whoa, look at this painting. That is amazing. I mean, come on.
August Rush.
August Rush? Thrush. Beautiful.
Not related to that midlife thing, which is Rush.
It's beautiful. Look at that.
That was from just like beginning of the see
Beautiful.
the writing there. This is me in 1984.
1984, that's what you looked like, huh? Wow. Totally like cure-like.
It's called Floridora.
Floridora.
Yeah, Micci actually means cat in Chinese.
Uh-huh.
Which is funny because I used to paint me as with cats all the time, but like scared, like crazy cats.
Wow.
Cats were all a lot in my paintings.
I see. Micci means cat in Chinese.
Yeah,
That's
something like that.
something like
And street.
And street.
Street and cat. Which comes to this me on the street.
Love it. Spot on the street.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they're living in the spot.
It's amazing. Oh, look at this fan.
That fan. I mean, I'm your fan. So look at this fan right here. And then, I mean, it's just amazing. She's got so many things that I could spend probably a whole show on, like 3 or 4 of your pieces.
School days. The old man in the barn. Something crazy going on here. Charcoal. I used to do a lot of charcoal.
Wow. Totally original idea, totally original piece there. Right? From Parsons? So Micci went to Parsons School Design.
There's all different eras in here.
So we got like 10 seconds left in this 5-minute video.
Why don't you come this far?
We might have to do a part 2. It's ridiculous. I am in the inner sanctum of Micci Cohan, which is...
Album cover for a British artist, a singer named Clay.
Wow, so I amazing video, right?
Yes,
I mean,
nicely done.
and Johnny,
Cinema verite, as they used to say.
poor Johnny's eyes are going. He could barely see in general. And
Yeah, I could see with the closer up, you know.
can you see that we have Micci Cohan on my cell phone here?
Yes, I see. I could see her in the phone. She's dancing around.
Hey, Micci.
Hey, that's cool. I could see right through that phone.
Let's hear from
How you
Micci.
doing?
What's going on? Let us know.
Nice to see you.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can.
Okay, first I can't say how grateful I am to be on this rad show. It's amazing.
All right.
You're doing something really cool and special. You know that? I'm really blessed to be a part of it.
Well, you got a tremendous amount of great work. I mean, each one is a whole universe in its own way.
Mm.
I mean, really.
Thanks, Diane. Your music is killing it. I love this show. Through the show, I listened to my favorite track of yours. I can't get the name right now, but I loved it the other day. It was just out of this world.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Oh, If I'm Lucky, which is actually was playing
If I'm Lucky.
very low in the
It's a song I
background.
did about really about a guy that I knew in L.A. and the whole problem with immigration, and he told me his story, and when all of this stuff went down with the children and the wall and all, I just remembered this guy's story. I just wanted to tell his story. And so I'm not, that's it. And as a songwriter, that's what I could do.
And guess whose cello was on the beginning of that?
Nick
Miola, another
That's right.
fabulous artist who we want to get on the show and feature. Now
So
let's
thank
hear
you.
from Micci a little more, though.
Yes,
Anything special you want to shout out? Anybody special? Your family or any?
I want to shout out to you guys because you're doing just such great stuff for the community, and you guys are amazing musicians. You're so talented in so many ways, and bringing people together in the community for so long. And I met you a couple years ago, both of you, at the Great Asian Fusion around the corner, and I was so lucky to have a little gig there because it was.
Yeah, JR Asian Fusion, James.
I love JR Fusion, and really, we're so grateful to James
and Alice and their family.
To giving
The best
us
sushi in Long
the
Beach.
venue, and we had great times there.
Corner of Wyoming, right?
Yeah, man, I was just eating there.
I just picked
2
Cody up
days
there.
ago.
Shout out to Cody.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, that's how I met you. That's when I met you, right? That was when you were working there.
It was so hard to hear. The music was so loud.
Yeah.
Because it was so hard to hear.
And I was doing all those Doors tunes all of the time. That's what it was back then. Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
Funny scene.
For me, being a newbie here, it was just so great to have that around the corner.
Yes.
To just have live shows constantly, and Denise Collins, she was around the corner with her Mermaid Art Studio.
Mermaid Art Studio, Denise,
Yes.
another fabulous artist who we wish to have on the show and feature her artwork. Yeah.
Definitely. Shout out to the Denise. Yeah.
Shout out to the Denise. She plays ukulele. She
Denise.
joined the ukulele orchestra at one point,
Oh,
and
yeah.
she was painting these beautiful, as she always does, mostly on her vacation because she's an art teacher,
Amazing.
and she does this whole body of work and the colors and this woman with a ukulele with the cat, and she gave me this painting. It's in the Studio Noir. You'll have to come see it. It's
Just amazing. All right, so we only have a few minutes left. We're gonna do now. Micci and I both knew a very special man named Gerard, and you as well.
I knew him too.
Gerard
yes, I did.
Hess.
I did.
So we're gonna
I
play
knew him. He was a real poet and a funny guy. That's what I could say.
a very
Good
funny
guy.
guy, and we're
natural
gonna
philosopher.
play "Blessed Are the Poor in Spirit." It's a song he recorded back when he was a lot younger, and his friend, I believe his name's Frank. My memory's going, but sent it to me after he passed. I was posting some things of some songs that we worked on. So here we are. It's Gerard Hess, and it was recorded not by me, but the video was produced by me. So thanks so much, Micci, for sharing your work.
Yeah, really.
And
it's quite beautiful, really. You're quite beautiful.
and
Thank
Gerard
you.
is sending his love from heaven to you,
Yes.
and here it is in the video. So
Yeah.
let's play that video.
Yeah, it's.
Blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are the poor in spirit. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful. Blessed are the merciful. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. And blessed are the pure of heart. And blessed are the pure of heart. And blessed are the pure of heart, for they will see the face of God, and they'll see the face of God. And blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they'll be called the sons and the daughters of God. Yes, they'll be called the sons and the daughters of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness, and blessed
Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness.